Live from the campus of Westfield State University, this is 89.5 FM, WSKB, Westfield. Support for the community programming of WSKB is provided by Westfield Bank. For more than 160 years, Westfield Bank has been an important community presence and commercial leader in the Pioneer Valley, with convenient full banking services in Westfield, West Springfield, East Longmeadow, Agawam, Feeding Hills, Springfield, Southwick, as well as Enfield and Granby, Connecticut. Visit us on the web at westfieldbank.org.
You guys really are prepared today.
Well, my morning started. Good morning, everybody, by the way. This is Bobby Goff. You are listening to the Bobby G and Company Show. We have a substitution today. I kind of traded up.
We need to call in off the bench.
Yeah. What?
We need to call a reliever in off the bench.
Oh, a reliever off the bench.
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, she cheats on me, so she usually stays on the bench. She'll tell you that she is my favorite blonde. Lynn O'Brien is out this week. She apparently overdid it last week, and she had a hip replacement a couple of years ago, and she was a hurting puppy, and so she decided to take the week off. Pete and I kind of figured it was going to happen.
I had suggested that, and then you said you didn't want to broach this subject.
There is no way in hell that I was going to tell her that, oh, yeah, you're in pain. You're not coming on the air today. She would have gotten, first of all, she would have been angry at me. And I don't really like that, not in her case. But it would have hurt her feelings too. And so I let her make the decision, made the call. She did it yesterday. So I had already spoken to Angela because she's got a Subaru hippie 7 Hells of Sinbad event that she is doing that we will be talking about later. So she was coming in at 7 o'clock anyway. So I just reached out to her and, hey,
wake up early.
Why don't you come in at 6? And she's like, okay. And so I called her. I called her yesterday.
Probably.
Yeah, I called her yesterday, Pete. And
oh boy,
she's I call her on her cell phone, and a guy answers the cell phone.
Hello.
And it wasn't her first husband, Gary, and it wasn't her second husband, me. So kind of like, who is this? So, and I didn't know who it was, but it was funny because it threw me off that a guy answered her phone, and it threw me off enough where I couldn't even think of Gary's first name off the top of my head.
Uh-oh.
And he's like, oh, hi, you know who this is? And I'm like, well, maybe your husband? And he goes, no, not her husband. Come to find out, Pete, she's cheating on me. She's out there hustling Buster McMahon. And it was Buster that answered the phone, and it was
He's trying to recruit people for his play thingy, though.
Yes.
Oh, that's what it is. Yeah.
Yes, I'm going to do a reading for his play.
Yeah, How Now, Brown Cow. And so I was talking to Buster a little bit. It was pretty cool, once I knew who I was talking to. And
you should have called me Monday morning after the show. You would have gotten Buster, too.
Oh, he's with you then?
I had breakfast with him.
He's really getting around for
he
breakfast.
Is. Damn.
He brought me a blueberry muffin.
I'm not yet.
You haven't brought me.
I don't like you that much. All right.
And a hot cocoa. You have brought me hot cocoa.
I got a coffee maker in there you've been
cocoa.
using.
Yeah.
All right. So obviously joining me this morning, in lieu of Mrs. Lynn O'Brien, we have Mrs. Angela Grout. Good morning, Sunshine.
Good morning.
I'm going to start calling you Angie on the air just because I know it really ticks you off.
It does.
And I find it funny.
I say I wouldn't answer
that's her
that.
stripper name.
Someone called me that. They're not really a friend of mine.
No? Oh, okay. And also joining us, the man who loves to push buttons, Mr. Peter Coles. How are you, sir, this morning?
I'm here.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, what is this? I mean, we were only supposed to get a dusting, and then...
No, they sit up to 2 inches.
It's so beautiful,
I didn't hear that.
This is called mood
it's
snow.
It's great. And I got to tell you, and I'm going to slam, I left my house. I live in Agawam. All of the roads, except for, like, the side streets, were bare. Okay,
yeah, I know,
perfect. They were nice.
They pre-treated.
Yep. So I leave my house. Now I come outside and I've got ice on both my car and my wife's truck. I'm like, oh, this is not going to be good. So my wife, as I'm clearing out, our bedroom is right above the cars. My wife calls out, why don't you just take the truck? I'm like, okay. So I jumped in the truck. I get that going. So I got got it set for 90 degrees in there. I got all the blowers going and all the defroster buttons going. Everything's running. Takes it about 3-4 minutes. Finally, I get to the point where the ice is off the glass. And so I leave. So I get down to the end of the street, and what do I see? Flashing yellow lights. There's a damn train blocking the access to West Springfield. Okay. So I turn around, I go back around, go over to Morgan Sullivan Bridge, go up and around. And, and I'm going to talk about this a little later, but it's like you got these road conditions that are not ideal. And you're now either running just on time or slightly late. So what do you try and do? You try and compensate naturally and try and, move things right along. You can't do that. Not at least the
this
first
weather.
couple of storms, until you really get your snow tires back on, so to speak. And I don't mean the actual snow tires, but you as a driver.
Yeah.
You kind of gain your, if you were working out, it would be muscle memory. But you get that memory back about how to drive in the snow. And so again, I said, hey, I get there when I get there. The show obviously isn't going to go on without me. So we kind of played it by ear. I just took my time getting here and made sure I was safe and everybody else. So I get into West Springfield, and I will say I went from excellent for road conditions to not so excellent. Some of the roads needed to be treated a little more diligently.
Westfield
And-
pre-treated yesterday. They even pre-treated the side roads yesterday.
I got to tell you, Pete, I get into Westfield, and the roads suck.
On Route 20?
Yeah.
That's a state.
Oh, okay. And I was like, wow.
People make that distinction all the time. Oh, my God. Up down by Little George's, it was horrible. Yeah, that's the state.
Oh, okay. All right.
The state owns all the way in until cripes, after the shops.
Oh, all
all the
right.
way down to that bridge.
Okay. Then that explains
That's
it.
their
And
responsibility.
you know something else, too, I don't know if this is state or your DPW here in town. Whoever is in charge of picking the paint for your lines, rethink it. Spend an extra couple of bucks and get a better quality product. Whenever these roads are wet and you get that sheen off of the pavement, you can't see the damn lines. And I find that so annoying.
I think they changed the formulation of the paint.
I don't know what they did, but they didn't do it right.
I don't think they do the sparklies in it anymore.
It's not the safest, so let's keep that in mind with future projects. Anyway, so we played for your opening coming in the theme from Star Trek Deep Space Nine.
Have you ever seen the documentary on YouTube called What We Left Behind?
I don't think so.
It's the entire cast of Deep Space Nine talking about the show.
Oh, really? I'll have to check that out.
Very, very good.
It's on YouTube?
Yeah.
I'll check that out. So the reason for that will be apparent in a little bit. And let's jump into our National What Day.
What?
What?
What? Your name is Hugh Morris. What? Hugh Morris. What? Is that funny? Is that humorous? What? What? What?
What? All right. Believe it or not, I only got 3 of them for you today, Pete.
What?
Okay.
All right. Angie, you're not going to celebrate this one in your stripper outfit.
What?
Today, she's punching me
I'm
if
gonna
you can't
punch
see her.
him.
Today is National Pastry Day.
Hello.
Yum.
So, yeah, that's
Chef
a good
Mooch,
one.
what do you got for us?
I definitely can get
You should
into
have
that.
emailed it to him, and he probably would have brought over something
Yeah.
for us.
Well, call him.
Call him right now.
Yeah, give him a buzz. What are you doing? All right. Today, and I had to look this one up to see what this one is. Today is actually Weary Willie Day.
What is that?
It's actually, believe it or not, it recognizes the art of clowning.
Oh.
Weary Willie was a clown name, and we're going to talk about him in a little while. But he
Like
was
you do like Fuzzy Wuzzy?
yeah, but he wasn't Fuzzy Wuzzy, was he?
He was
Because he had no hair.
He was-
Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. Fuzzy Wuzzy had no hair. So Fuzzy Wuzzy wasn't Fuzzy Wuzzy.
I like how I tee you up.
Weary Willie.
It's like how much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? A woodchuck would chuck, although wood that a woodchuck could chuck.
You
if
have
a
too much
woodchuck could
time
chuck
on your
wood.
hands.
What are you talking about, man? These are the things that you talk
So it's
about. You're
clowning
little.
around day.
Clowning around day, yeah. Now, Weary Willie, not Wet Willie. That's a different.
Oh, there is a difference.
Weary Willie. Yep.
Weary.
And
Sounds
today is
sad.
also Christmas card day.
Oh, I was going to address my Christmas cards this evening.
See, you're right on top of that. That's
So
the way
look
to
at
settle.
that. I knew.
That's the way to celebrate this. All right, so that's your National What Days for what it is. Today in history is actually pretty good. Let's jump into that.
Yesterday,
Sing it, Connie.
all my troubles seem so far away. Now it looks
All right. The lovely Connie Talbot singing yesterday. The year was 1793, and Mrs. Lynn O'Brien was here for this. She can't hurt me today. All right.
She'll
17
get you back later.
I know she will. 1793, New York City's first daily newspaper. Any idea what it was, Pete?
The New York Times?
Nope. American Minerva. Never heard of it. Was established by guess who? And I'm not going to put you on the spot.
Ben Franklin.
No, Noah Webster.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean the guy that created the dictionary. You know, you got the
I
Merriam-Webster.
just went to New York for 2 days, going to see the Rockettes, and then the public library, New York Public Library, has a display with some of his writings and in his writing stuff, and it was really interesting. Just
Webster's writing?
Webster's writing.
Really, it's
Yeah.
called the dictionary.
No,
I'm just saying.
his handwriting.
All right. Okay.
His handwritten notes to write the dictionary.
Oh, okay. Very good, not Lynn. All right. So the year 1851, and here's I thought this was pretty cool, and Harry Rock might like this one. So if you're listening, Harry, this one goes out to you, brother. The very first YMCA, you got to do the letters. Come on, do it up. In North America, was established today in Montreal, Quebec, Canada.
He probably taught that fact in his class at Springfield College.
He may have, but if he didn't, he learned something new today on Bobby G.
He learned it.
Yes, he did. All right, the year
You know
was,
that, right? He was an instructor for future YMCA directors.
Yeah, I knew he
was
was
his job.
affiliated. Yeah, I knew he was
No,
affiliated.
that was his. Literally, when he retired as a Y director, he
Mm-hmm.
was so good at it that they hired him at Springfield College to train new potential YMCA directors.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So we'll see. You'll have to have him out. You'll have to ask him if he knew that fact. The year 1875, the Massachusetts Rifle Association, which is the oldest, America's oldest active gun club, was founded today. Right here in Massachusetts, if you missed the titling. In 1960,
And nowadays, it would be canceled.
yeah, 1962, the Petrified Forest National Park was established in Arizona. Yeah. 1965, and here's one, Pete. The Cucksburg UFO incident happened today.
Pennsylvania?
A fireball is seen from Michigan all the way to Pennsylvania, yeah. Witnesses report something crashing in the woods near Pittsburgh. And you know what? In 2005, NASA admitted that they examined the object, and they said it was actually a downed Soviet satellite. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It took all those years to figure that out.
Well, yeah, somehow the report went missing in the 90s, and they had to re-look it. So the last one I got for you, 1979, the eradication of the smallpox virus is certified, making smallpox the first and to date only human disease that was driven to extinction. How dramatic.
Until it comes
Soon
back.
to be coronavirus.
Yeah, until it comes back again.
Yeah. So that's your Today in History for December 9th. So we got happy birthday.
Birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Love you guys.
All right, Kay and Kel from Wildfire. Gotta love them too. All right, today, celebrity birth. So if you were born today on the 9th of December, you share your birthday with these famous or infamous people. The year was 1898. I think Mrs. Lynn O'Brien was the surrogate mother there for this one. Mr. Emmett Kelly was born today, passed away in 1979. He was the American circus clown known as Weary Willie. So Emmett Kelly, and that hence you get into Weary Willie Day.
Okay. Happy
All right.
birthday, Willie.
So I'm going to throw the name out there. Let's see if you know the name.
Boy.
Okay. 1902. Margaret Hamilton was born. She passed away in 1985. She was an American actress. You know her. Do you know what she was best known for playing? And you can relate to this.
I can relate.
Oh, most certainly.
Oh, I
It's
can't
just
wait
geographically
to find
offset, but you can relate. to
Okay, tell me more.
She played the Wicked Witch of the West, unlike the Wicked Witch of the Northeast. And that was obviously in The Wizard of Oz back
Yes,
in
yes.
1939.
And in Wicked.
And Wicked, yeah.
Now.
So then we go 1909. Douglas Fairbanks Jr. was born today, passed away in 2000, American actor. 1911, Lee J. Cobb was born today, passed away in 1976. This is another guy you're going to know who he was, because I didn't know him by name.
Lee Cobbs.
Lee J. Cobb, yes. He's an American actor. He was in a lot of things, actually, but he was probably best remembered for playing Lieutenant William F. Kinderman in the 1973 The Exorcist.
Okay. I was 3.
Yeah, but I'm assuming you've
yes.
seen The Exorcist.
Yes, yes.
You may not have seen it in original release, but
I was in it.
yeah, he was the guy. Yeah, I thought that looked like you. Yeah, so he was the lieutenant that was in that. He was the investigating officer. 1912, Thomas Tip O'Neill was born today. He passed away in 1994. Speaker of the United States House of Representatives from 1977 to 1987. And 1916, Kirk Douglas was born today. He passed away in 2020, the American actor. 1922, Mr. Red Fox was born today. Passed away in 1991. He was an American comedian, actor. 1928, and I didn't realize he had died. Mr. Dick Van Patten was born today. Passed away in 2015. The American actor. He was the father in 8 is Enough, if you're old enough to remember that show.
That's a good show.
He also had a co-starring part in one episode of Kolchak, The Night Stalker. Yep, good show if you've never seen that. Yeah, Darren McGavin. 1923, Mr. Morton Downey Jr. was born today. Passed away in 2001. The American talk show host. Probably most famous for always having a cigarette in his hand. And that ended up being what killed him. And, yeah, he was...
I hope he enjoyed it.
He was a huge advocate of smoking until he got, lung cancer. And then he was a huge opponent to smoking. But by that point in time, it was too little too late.
That's too bad.
1934... Miss Dame Judi Dench, the English actress, was born today. Those of you out there that don't know her by name, if you've seen a James Bond franchise movies, the newest one, she is Emma. So, yeah, pretty cool there. 1941, Mr. Beau Bridges, the American actor, was born today. 1942, Dick Butkus was born today, the former American football player for the Chicago Bears, sports commentator, and actor. And then here's the reason I picked Deep Space Nine for a theme today. 1952. I didn't realize he was this old. Mr. Michael Dorn was born today. The American actor, best known for playing Lieutenant Worf on Star Trek: The Next Generation, and then reprising a role on Deep Space Nine. I actually met him.
You did?
Yeah, I went to a convention many years ago in New Hampshire. And
Star Trek convention or Comic Con?
Yeah, no, Star Trek. And he was the celebrity that was there, and I actually got to talk to him for a while. And he was really, really cool. I had bought a book that was all about Klingons, and he actually autographed the book for me. And then years later, when we were working with Scaricon, Tony Todd was there. And in Star Trek mythology, Tony Todd played Michael Dorn's brother. So I was telling Tony how I had met Michael and all this, and he's like, "Do you still have that book?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's bring it in. So I brought it in, and Michael Dorn signed it, Michael Dorn, and then put Worf underneath that. And then Tony took the book and wrote Tony Todd, Kern, which was his character's name, and then under that, Sons of Moog. And I'm like,
Wow.
Yeah, that's so cool.
You have to bring that book to every Star Trek convention.
No, that's not something you
have
travel
them all
around
Klingon.
with. Yeah, that's not something you travel around with. 1953, though, John Malkovich was born today, the American actor. I thought he was awesome. If you ever saw the movie Red, he was in that and the sequel, and the guy was uber talented, and that was in 2000.
There's a show or a movie called Being John Malkovich. There's a movie called that. I know there is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Malkovich. But what is it? Malkovich?
Yeah, it's the same guy.
Yeah.
But there's a movie called Being John Malkovich. He's so good that they did a movie about him.
Oh, okay. And then 1957, Mr. Donny Osmond, American singer and actor, was born today. I remember watching.
I used to think him
Donnie
and his sister were
Marie.
twins.
Yeah, they're not even close.
No.
I always thought Marie was gorgeous, but
She is
yeah.
gorgeous. She is.
1962, Miss Felicity Huffman was born today, the American actress who played Lynette Scavo on Desperate Housewives from 2004 to 2012. And then the last one I got for you, and this is the one that Pete would have liked to have had advance notice on, if he would have had the music going. 1968, Mr. Kurt Angle, the American professional wrestler and Olympic gold medalist, was born today. So if you were born today, you share that with all those above people. Pete, I've only got one celebrity death, believe it or not.
Yeah, really?
That's it. Yeah, so let's do up The Undertaker. Only one. All right, sing it, Angie.
Okay, Robbie.
I go by Bobby all the time. There's a story behind that.
Bobby or Robbie?
Bobby. Well, Robbie just sounds stupid. But,
Okay, Robbie.
But here we go. Here we go. Mr. Kurt Angle
You can do it to this song.
coming to you live.
Celebrity death.
No, the births. Yeah, Kurt Angle live on Celebrity Deaths. All right. Ooh, he's got the jazzy version going.
Yeah, I got the You Suck version.
Oh, wow.
I figured that would do good instead of the rockin' version.
All right. So I only have one celebrity death for you today. A lot of people died, obviously, but there was only one that struck my fancy. So if you died today, you share your death date with this guy. So that was kind of reaching there.
That's
All right.
reaching.
And you're probably not going to know him by name either. You may, but I don't think you will. 2009, Mr. Gene Barry passed away today. He was born in 1919. Does that name mean anything to either one of you?
Was that the guy in
No.
Herbie?
Herbie?
Yeah, the Love Bug.
Oh, no.
Love?
No.
No.
He is an American actor, but he starred in one of the title spots of the movie War of the Worlds back in 1953. He was the hero of that movie, so to speak. And, yeah, that's all I got for you for celebrity deaths. I apologize for the lack of. People just aren't cooperating and dying on a, convenient basis. I don't know what's up with that. Anyway.
Don't tell that to Dr. Fauci.
Yeah, Fauci. Butts.
Hey, have you seen the thing? I threw this at Bob the other day. Let me, give me 1 second to call up. Keep talking for a second.
Keep talking. Okay,
I got a good one.
You got a good one?
Yes.
All right. Well, we're going to be talking all kinds of stuff. Lynn being not here today.
Check out your screen.
What do we got? That was quick. The Art of Confusion called Fauci. yeah, that works.
Great.
Definitely works.
Fauci.
That is pretty good. So,
It really is an art of confusion.
oh
Yep.
yeah. This guy's an ass hat.
Can't use that word.
Which hat? What's wrong with hat?
No.
I mean,
the word
you know-
before it.
Fusion. Yeah, I know.
I mean,
The word
you know,
before it's
you-
not a body part. You can't use it.
It's referring to a mule. It's another word for mule.
No, it's not.
Sure it is.
No, it's not.
Can't you see him with a mule head?
No.
Anyway, all right. So first song we got coming up with all the things that are on the air today. He's gonna pick on me for that. All right.
Yes, I am because I hold higher standards. Those morons.
All right. So listen, the first song we're gonna jump into has got a really good driving beat, and I picked it out purposely for the first song. So at 6:25 in the morning, your butt's gonna start moving in that icy little seat of yours. And this is Autograph with "Turn Up the Radio." Bobby G and Company.
Underwriting for the community programming of WSKB is provided by the Boys and Girls Club of Greater Westfield, serving the youth of the Whip City and surrounding communities since 1969. For more information on the Great Futures Club for ages 3 to 5, happening weekdays, and the Club Teen Center for ages 11 and older, weekdays from 6:30 till 8 p.m., go online at bcgwestfield.org or visit the club at 28 West Silver Street. The Boys and Girls Club of Greater Westfield. Great futures start here.
Join me, Tina Gorman, each week from 6 to 8 a.m. for Wake Up Wednesday, when my guests and I discuss health, wellness, and lifestyle reimagined.
Community Radio.
89.5 WSKB. Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 and 89.5 FM WSKB Westfield.
Hey, good morning once again, everybody. 6:30 in the a.m. Still dark out there, but we'll get to that in a few minutes. So let's do some Frankie Sinatra. We got some Keurig facts of the week. Dance, not Lynn. Dance.
Not Lynn.
She hit
Kick
me.
'em.
Makes me feel like a rockette.
She hit me for Angie, so I had to go with not Lynn.
Yeah.
All right, your Keurig facts of the week, brought to you by the Bobby G Company. Show 18 convenient locations, one near you. And as my regular co-host, I almost said normal. That definitely does not work. My regular co-host, Lynn O'Brien, will tell you if you are working at a place that does not have a Keurig office machine, you need to take your boss, beat him, flog him, make him write bad checks. And
Is that how she got one here?
I think so. Yeah, I think so. But if you are self-employed, obviously, leniency may be the order of the day, and just go to the damn store and buy one, okay? All right, so with that in mind, I got 3 obscure little pieces of knowledge, little nuggets of knowledge, we'll call them. That's pretty good. I like that. Yeah, I
nuggets
kind of
of
like that.
knowledge.
Go
That's a
ahead.
good
Nuggets
one.
of knowledge. Yeah, I got your nuggets of knowledge right here.
All right,
And did you know, and I thought this was pretty cool, and I did not know this. Did you know that the original name for the butterfly was actually the flutterby?
I can understand
They,
that.
yeah, I was
That
like,
makes
that's pretty
sense.
cool.
It actually makes more sense. It's not butter.
No, it's
Flutter.
butterfly was originally called a flutterby.
I'm going to call it flutterbys from now on.
There you go. And here's one. I don't know how you could do this, but anywhere, whatever. In London, it is illegal to drive a car without sitting in the front seat.
Okay.
Picture that one out. Work that one out in your mind. I'm not sure how that would
Okay.
work.
Is it a self-driving car?
No, it's just a generalization. But apparently,
How about if you're 7 or 8 feet tall?
apparently the vehicles are much smaller over there. I don't know. I really don't know.
So what, you take your front seat out and you sit
It's
in
sitting in the
back?
back,
Maybe?
apparently.
I've seen people do that in little
Yeah.
tiny cars, and they're really big
Yep.
people.
Yeah,
And-
I mean, I guess I could see that, but still.
And what I got on that
It
tangent.
just means that there's stupid laws on the books.
Exactly. And here's another
And
one
you know
for
how
you.
long it took to make that law?
Yeah. And here's another one for you. In Somalia, it has been decreed illegal to carry old chewing gum stuck on the tip of your nose.
Who has the time to
You're asking
come up
me?
with these?
That could be a public health thing over there, though.
Hey, you know what? You ask me who has the time
We're talking
for this.
Somalia here.
I mean,
No.
all I can say to that is your event is a perfect example of chewing gum on the nose.
I got a couple events, and none of them are. They're all really good.
They're all good? All right, you got 18 pages for grout.
I have a lot.
Oh,
no,
my God.
no, my
Lynn, come back. Please, I will come and get you.
no, my grout. I got a nice inspirational.
Hold on, we haven't started yet.
Yeah, we're not gonna finish. We gotta finish
All right,
the curry.
finish.
You know, don't be
But
trying to
yeah,
push me out. I'm telling you, Lynn, I need you back, honey.
A
Jeez.
lot of coffee in Brazil.
Hey, she sings too. Not bad, not Lynn. All right.
In my mind, I sing wonderful.
And this one goes out to my sick co-host, Lynn O'Brien. Chicka chicka. All right, baby. So now we got the grout line. We got new music for the grout line.
Ooh,
What's this?
I don't know, but it sounds a little fun.
Sophie Tucker.
Sophie, take it, baby.
I want to.
Yeah, ooh, it makes me want to mumble.
I know.
All right, so what do you got for us, Angie?
All right, I'm going to talk about this.
All right.
So, recently I've heard a lot of people say that they need a break, including myself. We have health ailments, financial stresses, time crunches, family, work, and social demands, and there's so much that congests our lives.
I like this music.
You can dance to it. There comes a time where we all just need a break.
Uh-huh.
You know? And I'm not talking about taking a break for vacation to just get away from work or stresses or even our crazy families. And I'm certainly not talking about taking a break that takes us away from the chaos of every day permanently. I'm talking about taking a break from the unique stresses that each one of us has in our own way. You know what I mean?
I'm stress-free.
I know.
I am a stress-free.
Well, the holidays are here, and we have so much on our to-do list besides what was there before the holiday season even approached, because life consumes our attention, and we often forget to simply take time out to breathe.
Wow, you sound like a weather report.
I know.
Remember to enjoy the weather.
So many of us are going all the time, and we need to stop to take a break, but we don't.
So you're saying instead of going, we need to start coming?
Maybe.
Okay, all right. Well, that's another show.
That sounds good.
That's a whole nother show.
All right, we'll take that on at 10 a.m. All right, today I'm telling you to listen to the voice that tells you to take a break, because that voice is called the pull. Like that one? The pull nudges, hoping not to wear you down until you're sick or injured or perhaps even dead, because for then you have to stop everything and find a way to take a moment for you. And when you're dead, you really don't need a moment for yourself anymore. Many people are afraid if they do something out of their normal routine, they will cause a breakdown within their own life. And the truth is, you won't break down if you stop. You actually will idly rejuvenate your journey. The pull will not break you, it will change you. I understand no one really likes change, but that's what life's about. Life is a gradual change every day. We don't wake up as an adult the day after we're born. It happens gradually.
Hasn't happened for me yet.
There are some changes in life that takes your breath away, and there are other changes in life which guide it. For instance, a mother who sends her child off to preschool knows both of these feelings. Her child tugs at her skirt to not leave her at school, which really tugs at her heart. As much as that mother wants to scoop up her child, she walks away knowing it's the right thing. Many of the things we do in life requires making decisions for someone else's interests. We choose jobs to support our families, we donate our time and treasures to help others, and we monitor our interactions with others in hopes to improve the world. However, it is the person that takes the initiative to make a decision for themselves that is the key to knowing that you are responsible for you. When we forget to take a moment for our own body, mind, and spirit, the pull eventually makes its presence known. Each day, the sun rises, giving us new opportunities, blessing us with a new day. Hopefully the sun will be up soon, but today is a new day. And I gently smile when I say, to create opportunities to be responsible for you today. Feel the pull to take responsibilities, to know that you are special and that you are loved, and that you are worthy to care for you. And gently breathe. Breathe knowing you have a purpose to help others and yourself. And if someone has hurt you, let it go. The reality of that pain is not worth keeping within you. Just breathe, let it go, and believe if you need a sign, you got it now. The result of receiving a sign is to validate the truth. So if today you feel the pull to take care of you, research what would be best for you. Step out of your routine for just a moment, take a breath, and say to yourself what you often say to others. Thank you. I appreciate you, and I love you. Because in the end, if you don't care for yourselves, you cannot care for others. So again, breathe and ask yourself, what do you need so you don't break down? And if you want to learn about some options to stay well and be well, go over to Results in Wellness on Route 20 in Westfield on Friday night for free demonstrations and information about ways that you can care for you at Results.
Yeah.
Here comes my answer to that. Ready?
Yeah, ready?
Here we go.
Oh, look at that serenity.
I deserve good things. I am entitled to my share of happiness.
Aw.
I refuse to beat myself up. I am an attractive person. I am fun to be with.
That's a really good response, Pete.
Daily affirmation with Stuart Smalley.
Stuart Smalley knew what he was doing.
Stuart Smalley is a caring nurturer, a member of several 12-step programs,
Several.
but not a licensed therapist.
I'm going to do a terrific show today, and I'm going to help people because I'm good enough, I'm smart enough, and doggone it, People like me.
Okay.
Hey, Saturday Night Live, you know,
Yeah.
they got those subliminal messages in there.
So
I
now,
didn't even have time. That thing was so long. I had time to find it and call it up and convert it.
How long was it? I timed it. I was at like 4:44,
I'm not going there.
4:45.
Oh, no,
I meant to
no.
put my timer on.
You were up there.
You said under 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm going to take every minute you give me.
Yeah, I know it. All right, so here's the thing. Now, Angela's got an event. We're going to be talking about this in a little bit.
I think we just did. We're good.
No, this is actually better than that.
We're good.
And she's asking me, she says, if I can promote this fundraising event for the Westfield Pantry.
Yep.
And she's going to
Westfield
be
Food
there
Pantry.
signing books and selling products from the shop and all this stuff.
Yep.
And so when she signs your book, it's going to say, "Best wishes, not Lynn."
I can do that.
So
That's
there's
your
all
book.
kinds,
That's going to say that.
there's all kinds of things on this event. One of them is trapeze yoga. Okay. Now, I texted Angela back, and I'm going to make sure I got no real profanity here. Yeah, okay, no, I don't. I said, what in the seven hells of Sinbad have you gotten yourself involved with? Tree-hugging, Subaru-driving hippies don't buy a book made from the trees that they hug, silly girl. She's doing a book signing. So
I gotcha.
I'm like having fun with that. And I said, maybe you should pop in for a quick interview yourself, because there was no way I was going to carry that ball. And I said, trapeze yoga? Is that like sex in a basket? The Oriental, where you know what I'm talking about there, the spinning baskets. And so I was just cracking up when I saw that flyer. So we'll be talking about that in a little bit and letting you know about that event that's coming up. But right now, Pete, I do not need a disclaimer again. I don't know what's up with that.
Somebody slipped something in your coffee.
I think so. So before I start the Dark Shadows, like I said to Pete just now, I really don't need a disclaimer. I'm not going controversial, political, or anything else with today's. But I will say this. If you're listening to this and this does not make you stop and think, there's something wrong. Check the meds. All right. So we are actually going to start getting some snow in a forecast very soon. I don't mean this incidental crap. And I'm not referring to the dusting to a dusting of just an occasional snowflake in a year. I'm actually referring to the Subaru kind, but a real snow event. And it's that time of the year. And I say, this as we're looking at a 60-degree weekend coming up. But we as New Englanders, puff up, are a pretty robust group that do tend to adapt to new conditions fairly quickly and easily, historically speaking. We don't need to shut down our roads whenever a snowflake is in the air. We just change our driving habits and styles to winter mode and move on. They say that if you don't like the weather in New England, just wait 15 minutes and it will change. Well, this is pretty true. The first few days with actual snow on the ground can be challenging, especially to inexperienced drivers. So keep this in mind while you are out there, maybe going to work or to the store or whatever errand you may be running. It's not always our abilities and reflexes that involve us in an accident. Sometimes it's someone else's. You never know if they are late for something or maybe completely distracted, like, Angie here, by applying her makeup, brushing her hair, and talking on her cell phone all at the same time. Sometimes we are simply the victim of others' stupidity. And unfortunately, as we already know, stupid hurts. Just not always the stupid person themselves. So as New Englanders, we already know the weather around here for the next few months. We just need to remember to give ourselves a few extra minutes to get there and back safely. With a little bit of planning, we can help to keep ourselves from becoming part of the problem. And you know what? By default, becoming part of the solution. Here's a really sad thought. This is the part that I'm telling you. If this doesn't work in your heartstrings, you check your meds. A really sad thought here. The hardest wish for a Santa to hear from a child is to be asked to bring back a dead loved one or parent for Christmas. Please be extra careful at this time of the year and don't make a child feel that loss. It could be yours asking. I've got a friend of mine that is Santa, and this past weekend we had a Toys for Tots drive that was hugely successful. And a little boy that was about 6 years old, give or take, came up and sat on his lap, and Santa asked him, "What would you like this year?" And he told him, "I want my daddy home. Daddy died a year ago."
Heartbreaking.
And I was talking to Santa afterwards, and he's like, he was really distraught.
Yeah, what can you say for that?
He's like, yeah, what can you say to that?
He's
So,
always
I
in your
mean,
heart. I don't know.
this particular incident was not, a car accident or something like that. But, I mean, it's still, you're looking into the pure heart and soul of a child when they say something like that. There's no pretense there. This is what's on their little mind.
Yeah.
And, that's powerful. That's, you lose your parent or loved one and you're 5 years old and you have to figure out how you're going to adapt to that. Your world has totally got changed. So, I mean, that's life, but let's not add to those statistics by being a moron driving on the road. This morning, perfect example for myself. I mean, I left my house and I get stuck behind a damn train. So I had to go around and go over to Morgan Sullivan Bridge, get here, which added about 10 minutes at least to my travel time. And, now I'm running borderline late. And I'm driving my wife's, I've got the big expedition today. And I'm like, well, this thing's a boat. And we all know that boats float. So you got a big car, keep in mind, it takes a little bit longer to brake. And
it's also a big center of a high center of gravity on
yeah,
those cars
she is
too.
on that one, yeah. And so you gotta plan things out accordingly. And I mean, if you're 2 minutes late, you're 10 minutes late. Who cares? You got there. And
You want to arrive.
Exactly. And I actually made it here 10 minutes early. I like to be here 20 minutes early. So for me, I was still late, but I wasn't really. So keep that in mind, folks. And like
Well
I said, that little kid. I mean, when Santa was telling me that, I was like, oh my God. It brought a tear to my eye just hearing secondhand. So keep that in mind. And with that in mind, we're done with Dark Shadows. Sing it, Notlin. Take it away, Angie. Woohoo! Pete, we need a stripper pole in here. All right. Now, I'm pretty sure Angie was looking at my list here and she was cheating. So if she gets this one right, Pete, it's suspect to begin with. All right, so Bobby's thinking outside of the box, playing the greatest song on the radio today, That Baby Elephant Walk. I can relate to this song personally. All right. I guess I knew this and I didn't know this. I didn't know half of it, put it that way. Why are dogs' noses wet? So I'm going to give you 4 guesses here, not Lynn. And I know you already read the answer. You cheated.
No, I didn't read it.
You copied.
They lick it a lot.
All right. So A, dogs constantly lick their noses. You already said that. How about B, dogs put their faces in their bowls when they drink. Or C,
I thought you said balls.
Well, that too. Depends on where the bowl is. Dogs sweat from their noses. Or dogs can't use tissues. So there's your 4 choices. Lick their noses, stick their face in the bowl, or sweat from their noses. And I'm not even going to bother with the tissue one, but you can say that if you want to. What's your guess for that?
I'm going to say they lick their noses.
All right, Pete, what's your guess? No, sometimes
they sweat.
Okay, you know what? You both are right. It's A and C today. Again, this week we had a double answer. Ding, ding, ding. Dogs' noses are wet because they sweat from their noses, and that's the part I didn't know. And they lick them, just like you lick your lips. And just like you get chapped lips if your lips dry out, dogs can get chapped noses. I did not know that either.
So that makes sense, because when you were saying that, I was thinking about my dog, and like sometimes in the summertime he has a dry nose.
So you give
and I
peanut
feel
butter?
like if he's hot, well, I'm just thinking if he's hot, he should be sweating more. That's why I thought it must be from licking his nose.
Yep.
Because it's dry, but it's probably dry like the chapped lips because he's licked it so much.
See that?
Because he was sweating so much with the heat.
Well, when dogs are hot, they sweat from their noses and from the pads on their feet.
Yeah.
I didn't know that either. They also pant, short breath, fast breaths, which fans their lungs and cools them down. So there you go. Bobby's thinking outside of the box. Woo! You are educated.
So
now.
educational today.
I'm telling you, I learned you.
Professor Robbie's here.
That's right. Hey, I'm an adjunct professor.
Robbie?
I'm an adjunct professor. I've taught at Elms and Westfield State University.
Well, this is your next.
That's right. I'm here. That's why I'm here today. So let's do up the weather report.
Okay. Come on, Hope.
Woo! All right, joining us once again this week from the Bobby G and Company show, Sky One Weather Chopper, my wife and our chief meteorologist, Hope Goff. Good morning, honey.
Good morning, guys.
Morning, Hope.
Welcome back, Angela.
Thanks.
And
Hope.
get well soon, Lynn. Today we'll see a mix of clouds and sun in the morning, followed by cloudy skies during the afternoon, with winds between 10 and 15 miles per hour and a high of 38 degrees. Tonight will be overcast with light winds and a low of 26.
All right, well, chilly but dry at least, and hey, still no real white stuff.
Yeah, not yet, but soon. Our sunrise was at 7:07 and sunset will be at 4:18 this afternoon.
You know, that's depressing enough by itself. All right, what's the story with the weekend?
Friday will be mostly cloudy with a high of 43 and no real chance of any precipitation, but that will change after midnight with periods of showers and a low of 32 degrees. Saturday will see rain all day and into the evening, only clearing late with a low of 36. It will also be very windy with gusts near 40 miles per hour at times. It's a good thing that the temperatures are high on Saturday. This could have been a big snow event. Sunday will have partly cloudy skies during the day with a high of 44 and then turn mostly clear during the evening with a low of 29. But no more precipitation at least.
Well, that's quite a report. Lots of extra information this week. Well, I know that you still need to get ready for your day and get Sky One back to her secret base. So have a great day, and I'll see you maybe for lunch after Bella's grooming appointment.
Sounds good. Have an awesome show, guys. This is the Chief Meteorologist for the Bobby G and Company show, Hope Goff, signing off until next time. Be safe, and remember to take a moment to enjoy the weather.
All right. Currently 26 chilly degrees out there in the tri-town area of Agawam, Westfield, and Southwick.
That chilliness is from the propeller on that helicopter.
I'm telling you. Yeah, I'm telling you.
She's got that at quite a speed.
So you've never actually seen that video that goes with it. You probably heard it on the radio, but never seen the clip. Yeah, that was Pete and I really kind of stepped up for that one. I put together the basics of it, and Pete found that video, and he's like, "Oh yeah, this is perfect for background." And yeah, we had a lot of fun with that. So there's your weather report today. So our next segment coming in, and by the way, it is 6:53 now in the AM. We got our co-host choice coming in, and I got Notlin. So God only knows where we're going to wind up. So Pete, let's do the intro. This will help to give you that sinking feeling that we all get.
She's been hanging around Michael Buster McMahon too long. I know the song choice.
Yeah, that's where it came from.
I know.
Yeah, so Angie, Notlin, what did you pick?
So I went to high school with Jamie Hosmer. I picked his beautiful song, Beautiful
You went to
Day.
who? What?
Jamie
You went to school with who?
Jamie Hosmer.
Who's Jamie Hosmer?
He's
that's the guy that did this.
The guy who's doing this.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, he's local.
No, well, he's local, but he's in Vegas now. He's been performing in Las Vegas for, I don't know, 15, 20 years.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, is he the opening act for Terry Fader? He's the ventriloquist that one.
No, he's not.
Okay, all right. And that's bad. I should have said that.
He is talented.
He is, okay. Yeah, it's a good song.
And
so what'd you pick?
Just came out with his first album last year, so I picked Beautiful Day.
Yeah.
And I just, promoting a friend because he actually has, good music.
So what's the significance of the song? Anything?
Just, it's a beautiful day.
Isn't this tied in somehow with our good friend, our brother from another mother?
No, not this show, no.
No, not.
No. Buster McMahon, he wrote a play and he's going to do a reading, which I'm gonna help do his reading in February. And this, I don't know if
this song is
included.
No,
it's
it'll
not
be in
this
the next
song.
one. The songs in this
Yeah.
one are all co-written by Michael and Aaron Fay of Max Tone.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All
But
right.
there is a song by Jamie that will be in the play.
Oh, okay. All right. So this is Jamie Hosmer and Beautiful Day, right? Mm-hmm. And this is your co-host Joyce from Not Lynn, Angie. Woohoo! Bobby G and Company.
I know you're feeling the pressure. The world is getting you down. You're seeing nothing but sorrow. Your head is spinning around. Well, just take a deep breath. Hang on. Take a minute and forget all about the pain. Smile a little stronger, laugh a little longer. Just put your worries away. Sing your favorite song if you want to dance along, 'cause it's a beautiful day. I know it ain't always easy. Sometimes it feels like a grind, but things can always get better. It starts by changing your mind. Now don't you be sad now. Step back, take a minute, 'cause it's all gonna be alright. Smile a little stronger, laugh a little longer. Just put your worries away. Sing your favorite song if you want to dance along, 'cause it's a beautiful day. Take a look around you, the world that will astound you. Good times are coming your way. Life is just a song, come on and sing along, 'cause it's a beautiful day. Just go ahead and ignore things and put your head down in the sand. For today, run away from your problems. Go and live in a fantasy land. Oh, just make the most of this moment. It's easy if you try. It's time to stop and smell the roses. Kiss the darkness goodbye. Smile a little stronger, laugh a little longer. Just put your worries away. Sing your favorite song, come on and dance along, 'cause it's a beautiful day, yeah. Take a look around you, the world it will astound you. Good times are coming your way. Life is just a song, come on and sing along, 'cause it's a beautiful day. Yeah, it's a beautiful day.
Support for the community programming of WSKB is provided by the Dunkin' Donut Shops of Westfield and the Sardinia family. It's nice to know that even as the world changes, Dunkin' Coffee remains the same at 7 convenient locations throughout Westfield.
Join us the third Wednesday of every month with Selectman Joe Didi and his take on everything Southwick.
Community Radio.
89.5 WSKB. Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 and 89.5 FM WSKB Westfield.
All right, good morning, everybody. Bobby G and Company coming at you. The company today is, of course, Mr. Peter Coles and Not Lynn, otherwise known as Angie.
Angela.
Angie. It's a
Robbie.
stripper name. It is
Robbie.
6:59 in the AM. Pete, let's do some X-Files for the news of the weird today.
Hold on, something just happened.
Uh-oh.
Oh, okay. All right. I was wondering what the hell was going on out there. Sorry.
What in the seven hells of Sinbad?
No, I just something behind me. I felt movement behind me, and then all of a sudden I realized that they're shoveling.
Oh, I thought that maybe it was that Taco Bell you had for breakfast.
No, that was yesterday.
Oh, okay. All right,
It
so
caused the reflux today.
yeah. So, news of the weird today, brought to you, ripped from the pages of the New York Post, today's edition. And there's there's 5 of them. One of them is Florida. One of them is local. Oh. And this is in a New York paper. All right, now this one's kind of funny to me, and I'm going to get in trouble for this one. Cheaters at a Saudi camel beauty pageant had to take their lumps. Get it? Camels, lumps? Come on, Angie, work with me here. 40 enhanced camels who got Botox injections in their heads and lips were disqualified from the annual King Abdulaziz, whatever it is.
Were they Kardashian camels?
Yes, they were. Camel Festival. Others given hormones to boost muscles and stretch out their lips and noses also lost their shot at a $66 million prize.
So the ones that got the Botox the breed is called Kardashian camel.
Yeah, exactly.
And the ones that got the steroids are WWE camel.
Hey, you know what? all that they could do after that was all they could get was a Slurpee with a lottery ticket.
Right.
And you know what? That's pretty cool. But okay. And here's one. Hey, this is awesome. I'm stoked on this one. Crikey! It's an alligator on a board.
I know.
All right, Jeremy White, a Steve Irwin fan from West Springfield, Massachusetts, managed to catch a 3-foot alligator he saw on a viral video wandering the river near the Morgan Sullivan Bridge since August.
Yeah, right,
when seen with the reptile, White said people were like, "Is that the alligator?" And I'm like, "Yes, it is. That's the alligator." So that's a Steve Irwin fan.
Yeah, by the train where you got stuck. That's exactly where he got him.
Was it? That was it? Wow.
I think it was over there.
Oh, pretty cool. All right, so see, we made national headlines with that. All right, Finders Keepers. Finders Keepers worked for this lucky mountaineer, a climber who discovered a treasure trove of rubies, sapphires, and emeralds at France's Mont Blanc in 2013, which were the likely remains of a 1966 Air India plane crash, can share the jewel's value with local authorities, officials said this week. Each lot is worth about $169,000, said the mayor of that area, Eric Fournier. You know what? I'm just going to put this out there. This is just my mindset. I found it, and I'm maybe going to get to share.
I'm kind of wondering why they have to share with the local official.
Yeah, I'm thinking, no, I'm just going to put this in my backpack and wait till I get home.
Yeah.
Yeah, go screw.
It's not government.
Yeah, no. All right, so here's another one from Massachusetts. Hold the bong, pass the milk. A Norwood, Mass. marijuana dispensary said it baked the world's largest cannabis-infused brownie that tipped the scales at 850 pounds.
What?
Only in Massachusetts.
The gigantic
There's
brownie.
nothing wrong in the state or anything.
Hey, the gigantic brownie was infused with 20,000 milligrams of THC, which is the psychoactive ingredient in marijuana, said the MariMed official who laminated one buzzkiller. Guinness actually rejected its entry because they don't accept cannabis-related records, the official said.
Interesting.
Yeah, so 2 for Mass. And Pete, it wouldn't be news of the weird without a Florida throw in for you. There was no hole-in-one during this Florida golf course car chase. Well, we got loud music now. Indian River Sheriff's Department deputies arrested an unidentified woman on Tuesday on the Grand Harbor golf course. Cornered there after she drove through the gates after a chase from Vero Beach, Florida. And that's your news of the weird.
That's weird.
Massachusetts made it twice. We beat out Florida this week. Woohoo!
Alligators in the water.
Alligators and brownies.
brownies.
I'm telling you, 3-foot alligator and an 850-pound pot brownie.
Might have to rethink
I
our
know
mascot.
where that is.
What?
I know where that is, yeah.
The pot brownie?
No, Indian River.
Oh, okay. So that's your news of the weird today. Let's jump into our Floyd fix. This is Pink Floyd, Us and Them. Bobby G and Company.
Underwriting support for the community programming of WSKB is provided by the Greater Westfield Chamber of Commerce, the voice of business for the Greater Westfield communities. Informing, educating, advocating, the Chamber provides opportunities for members to make meaningful connections on local, regional, and state levels. For more information on the Chamber's many events, workshops, and programs, as well as the benefits of membership, visit westfieldbiz.org. The Chamber focuses on the most important economy, yours.
Join us every Thursday morning
from 6 until at least 7:30.
Check out the Bobby G and Company Show
right here on WSKB 89.5
Community Radio.
89.5 WSKB. Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 at 89.5 FM WSKB Westfield.
Well, good morning, everybody. Once again, Bobby Goff here with the Bobby G Company Show.
And Angela Grout right here.
And Angie is right next to me, not Lynn. And she's going to kill me for this. So, listen, 7:13 in the a.m. Pete, we're going to skip this weather. We'll do the next one. You got Donald Duck on deck?
Yep.
All right. Now, this is something, Angela, I don't know if you ever heard this or not. You got to pay attention to it. It's excited. A short segment. It's only 40 seconds, but I laughed my butt off when I heard this for the first time. So this is Donald Duck having an orgasm. Play it, Pete.
Oh, my God, it feels so good. Oh, yeah. Oh, slow down. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Who's your daddy? Who's your daddy? Oh, my God. Oh, yeah. Play with my balls. Play with my balls. Oh, that feels so good. Yeah, just roll them around in a circle. Oh, my God. I love it when you... Uh-oh, slow down. Don't move. I'll go get you a towel.
That was on the Howard Stern show, I think.
I might have been. I know it was.
That was yeah.
I freaking died laughing when
That's
I first
Robin
heard
Williams.
that. Was that really Robin Williams?
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know that.
Oh,
yeah, that's
hilarious.
Robin Williams, and that was an appearance on the Howard Stern show, I believe.
Oh, my God. That just, the first time I heard that was years ago, and it cracked me up. And I don't know why I thought of it, but I was like, oh, yeah, I got to put that on the air. A little risky, but I got to put that on. So, listen, let's jump right into our Just for Laughs segment now that I got you chuckling. This is a comedian called Rob Mauer. And his segment, Holiday Cards Are Pointless. Bobby G and Company, Just for Laughs.
Love Christmas, my favorite holiday. I like it. I'm better at giving gifts than receiving. I'm not a good person. I just get nervous when I get a gift, if I'm not going to like it. And I fake like I do like it. Are they going to be able to tell? Do I have to wear it if it's not? And I just get nervous, right? I think it started as a kid. Did you ever get this, fellas, when you're growing up? The Radio Shack remote control car? Yeah, remember that piece of crap? It's attached to a cord. Wow, I can control it for a whole 10 feet. This is going to be fun. It's always in the same room with me. Cool. So I'm going to go take my Corvette for a walk now. Thanks, Dad. You shouldn't have. My girlfriend loves buying me cards. Every occasion, there's always a card. And look, ladies, I know you like cards, and I'm cool with that. But, I think I speak for every guy in here. We don't care about a card. We don't. We like cards as a kid because they had money in them. Exactly. It didn't matter what the card said. You're the worst nephew ever. $50? Thanks, Aunt Sue. And every occasion I get a card, and it's always the same thing. It's a little rhyme poem thing. It's two animals that are spooning. I'm like, oh, we're the animals. I get it. We're koala bears. Now we're puppies. We're kittens. Funny. For Christmas last year, true story, 2 owls. It said, owl I want for Christmas is you. Don't encourage her, okay? Owls don't spoon. That's a judging bird. They don't cuddle, okay? They stare. Now I have to display the card, and you can never take a card down without a new card being there. And don't ever throw a card away. I made that mistake. She's like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm throwing away my birthday card from 4 months ago. She's like, you don't have a box to keep this stuff? No, that's what a crazy person would do. No, I don't have a box. Because if you go missing and the police show up to question me and they find a box I've kept with 30 cards from you, the movie ticket stuff from Avengers, the keychain from Six Flags, I'm getting arrested, okay? Because that means your body's buried in the backyard. You can tell where a relationship is at, though, but not by the gifts you give each other, but how those gifts are wrapped. Let me explain. When things are at its apex, things are the best they've ever been, you are going to Hallmark, you're getting that good wrapping paper, it's thick, it glistens, you're measuring it, you're folding it perfectly, you got the ribbon, the bow, it's a piece of art, right? And then one day you're like, you know what? She's just gonna rip the paper. It's like $8 a roll. Like, is that really necessary? Like, you know who else sells wrapping paper? The dollar store. It's $1, okay? And then one day, like, why am I even wrapping? Like a gift bag, it's so much easier. I just put it right in the bag. And then you're like, why do I even need to get a new gift bag? Why don't I just give her last year's gift bag that she gave to me and we'll just keep going back and forth? And then you're like, do I need a gift gap that she gave me, or can I give it from the guy, Bob, in HR at work that gave to me, that he got from his wife, who she got from her brother? It's like this 6 degrees of separation. The bag has a to Kelly, from Steve. You're neither Kelly or Steve. Now it's... Then you're like, do we even need like a gift bag? Like Macy's, that's where I bought it. It's in the Macy's bag. There's a receipt. It's very simple, right? And then you make this fatal mistake. You go, why are we even buying gifts? Like this is a kid's holiday. We're adults. Why buy gifts? And then you break up, okay? Yeah. And you say something stupid like, oh, we grew apart. No, you didn't grow apart. You stopped buying the good wrapping paper. You stopped trying. That's what happened. Never stop trying. Thank you. TED Talk.
Local man robs Wendy's with alligator. We're the alligator boys now.
And the lady be sitting in the bank should be going, Mom, Mom, Mom.
All right, Dry Bar Comedy. Check them out on
That was
YouTube.
great.
Funny stuff.
We got to give him the promo at the end.
That's yeah, definitely.
Because that stuff looks funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the best part, they're clean. There's no profanity in it, so it's it's easily airable. But yeah, that's pretty observant of that guy. That was pretty funny. So listen, we're gonna jump right into our good friend Danny Nason's pick of the week. We got the Nason Connection. He went with an older tune by Vanilla Fudge. You may remember this one. You Keep Me Hanging On. Bobby G and Company with the Nason Connection coming right now.
Why are there so many songs by Dan Nason? And who is this special guy? Someday you'll find it, the Nason Connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and Dan. Da 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 dee da da dum. Da 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 dum dee da roo.
I can do it. about it.
All right, the Nason Connection. You keep me hanging on. All right, so let's jump into our final weather of the day. 7:23 in the a.m. Here comes Hope coming back into Westfield. Woohoo! Keep your head low.
She's zooming.
All right, joining us once again this week from the Bobby G and Company show, Sky One Weather Chopper, my wife and our chief meteorologist.
Get to the
Hope
chopper!
Goff. Good morning, honey.
Good morning, guys.
Morning.
Morning, Hope.
Welcome back, Angela.
Thanks.
And get well soon, Lynn. Today we'll see a mix of clouds and sun in the morning, followed by cloudy skies during the afternoon, with winds between 10 and 15 miles per hour and a high of 38 degrees. Tonight will be overcast with light winds and a low of 26.
All right, well, chilly but dry at least, and hey, still no real white stuff.
Yeah, not yet, but soon. Our sunrise was at 7:07 and sunset will be at 4:18 this afternoon.
You know, that's depressing enough by itself. All right, what's the story with the weekend?
Friday will be mostly cloudy with a high of 43 and no real chance of any precipitation, but that will change after midnight with periods of showers and a low of 32 degrees. Saturday will see rain all day and into the evening, only clearing late with a low of 36. It will also be very windy with gusts near 40 miles per hour at times. It's a good thing that the temperatures are high on Saturday. This could have been a big snow event. Sunday will have partly cloudy skies during the day with a high of 44 and then turn mostly clear during the evening with a low of 29. But no more precipitation at least.
Well, that's quite a report. Lots of extra information this week. Well, I know that you still need to get ready for your day and get Sky One back to her secret base. So have a great day, and I'll see you maybe for lunch after Bella's grooming appointment.
Sounds good. Have an awesome show, guys. This is the Chief Meteorologist for the Bobby G and Company show, Hope Goff, signing off until next time. Be safe, and remember to take a moment to enjoy the weather.
All right. As Sky One heads back to base, 26 degrees in the Tri-Town area. So still brisk and cold out there, but, hey, it's going to warm up. Hope set up to about 38 today, so a lot of this white crap will go away, at least from the roads.
Yeah, but it looks so beautiful on the tree right now. That first snowfall is just so pretty.
Well, maybe that's what we need. We need clouds that are shaped like the ground and not like the roads. If we can omit that, we'll be good. So, Pete, I found something. I have got to get my vinyl cutter back up and running. I'm still having software issues, but I haven't had the time to actually play with it. I found this, and I'm going to be wearing this on a shirt. It says woke, W-O-K-E, and it's an adjective. It's like from looking like a Webster thing. It says woke, a fake state of awareness only achieved by dummies that try to find injustice everywhere except in their own behavior. Mm-hmm. I like that. That is going to find its way onto a T-shirt for me. Okay. And, that's good. So now we got Pete's favorite part of the show. Here we go. Here comes Angie with the stripper pole. Woohoo! Sing it,
You have
Angie.
a bruise on your arm.
I am going to go home beat up. Worse than
Oh my gosh.
Lynn is here. All right, so Pete's pick of the week. Pete, you picked a really good one this week. What was your choice?
Sing Grandpa.
Nickelback and When We Stand Together. It's like not a huge hit by them.
No, but I had
But
heard
it's
it
a
once
great
or twice.
song.
And yeah, it was like, okay, yeah.
Considering how polarized we are, it's like, today was the day we invaded Mogadishu, stuff like that in history. We just need to, I'm sorry, we have more in common than differences. And people need to start realizing that with all the stupidity out there.
Yeah. I mean, just all I have to do is admit that I'm right and they're wrong, and we can move right along.
You're wrong.
Yeah, I know.
You're wrong.
I'm on the air. My wife is not talking to me right now, so I can be correct. All right. So we got.
I'm not going to talk to you either right now.
Oh, I can only hope. Pete's pick. We got some Nickelback coming. Hey, do you know where Nickelback came from? Do you know where that name came from?
No.
It was from the coffee shop that they used to go to.
Okay.
The coffee was like 95 cents, and they would always give $1, and they would get a Nickelback.
Gotcha.
That's where the name of that band came from. True story there. So Nickelback, When We Stand Together. Bobby G and Company, Pete's pick. Woohoo!
One more depending on a prep, and we all look away. People pretending everywhere. It's just another day. There's bullets flying through the air, and they still carry on. We watch it happen over there, and then just turn it off. We must stand together. There's no everything's alright, and we just go along. How can we fall asleep at night when something's clearly wrong? When we can feed a starving world with what we throw away, but all we serve are empty words that always taste the same. We must stand together. There's no giving in. Hand in hand forever. That's when we all win. That's when we all win. That's when we all win. The right thing to guide us is right here inside us. No one can divide us when the light is nearly gone. But just like a heartbeat, the drum beat carries on. And the drum beat carries on. We must stand together. There's no giving in. Hand in hand forever. That's when we all win. That's when we all win. That's when we all win.
Support for the community programming of WSKB is provided by the Dunkin' Donut Shops of Westfield and the Sardinia family. It's nice to know that even as the world changes, Dunkin' Coffee remains the same at 7 convenient locations throughout Westfield.
This is Ken Stomsky from Ken's Den on WCPC 15 and 89.5 FM, Tuesdays, 8 to 10.
Community Radio.
89.5 WSKB. Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 and 89.5 FM, WSKB Westfield.
All right. Hey, good morning, everybody. In case you're just tuning in, 7:31 in the a.m., roads being a little slick. It hasn't warmed up yet much, so just be careful to give yourself a little extra time in your travels to and from wherever you're going. And, we'll go from there. See, my wife was smart this morning. I was clearing off my BMW, and she says, honey, take the Expedition. I'm like, oh, okay.
That means you have to drive her into work.
No. What it means is that I cleared off her truck, and it's all going to be warm and everything when I get home.
Smart
and she's
woman.
literally, oh my God, my wife is a genius. I mean, you could tell because she married me. But I mean,
I wouldn't go that far.
I would.
Yeah, I wouldn't go that far.
I mean, this is still, the world of radio and television
We all make mistakes.
is a lot of fiction. All right, there's a lot of fiction in these broadcasts. I mean, just look at Angie, next to me, not Len. I'm gonna go home with bruises on my left arm. But yeah,
your bad shoulder?
No,
Okay,
no. I would have said something long before
right,
this. But so I mean, she definitely, and she was right. Obviously, that Expedition is a freaking moose.
I know, but now I lose out on a breakfast deal.
No. I didn't have time anyway. I got to bring.
I thought you were gonna take me out to breakfast.
My wife is the queen. Okay, so she's getting the truck cleaned, heated, ready to go. But I got the princess, which is my little Maltese, Bella, and I got to bring her, and she's getting a spa day today. And
wash
so,
dry.
Yeah, she'll get a haircut,
nails
shampoo.
done.
Yep, and I'll tell you, if you're ever looking for a place, and I'm going to plug them, right in Westfield, right near the 57 Rotary, the Pet Agree.
Oh.
Dominic is phenomenal. It's he and Brandy is I don't know, wife, fiance.
Will she come home with a little bow?
If Brandy's there, she comes home with a little bandana.
Bandana, yeah.
Yeah, for
little
like
holiday
seasonal.
bandana,
Yeah,
so she'll have a little Santa. Or
and and Bella loves it, and she is she's not she's I don't know, she's finicky. And but when we get in the car, we go there, and she gets out, and she goes over, she does her little business because she's excited, and she goes right to the door. She knows what's going on.
See, I have a Rottweiler, so I don't have to really take him for grooming. I just give him a shower.
Yeah.
They don't need to get trim. I mean, their nails, but their hair doesn't. Just little brush and
No, I got a Maltese.
low maintenance.
Yep.
You got the high maintenance.
I got a female, okay? I got two females in my house.
I got a male.
High maintenance is the word of the day. All right, so listen, we got my granddaughter, Evelyn, is a freshman in high school, and yes, I am that old.
Grandpa.
So Evelyn's doing a project, which is basically a food drive, but there's a lot more to it. So, Pete, you got that video on cue?
Yep.
All right, let's do it. This is an interview that I did with Evelyn, and she's going to be talking about her ongoing event here. All right. Hey, welcome to the home studios for the Bobby G and Company show. I've got joining me is my granddaughter. If you can believe it, I have a granddaughter that's a freshman in high school. So listen, Evelyn is doing this awesome charity deal. And I really wanted to have her on the show, but because of her school schedule, we couldn't have her live in studio. So we decided to tape this interview, and we're going to play it back for the next couple of weeks to promote her event. So with that in mind, what we're doing is...
We're doing a non-perishable food drive.
Okay, where?
We're doing it at the tank.
In Feeding Hills, right on Springfield Street. You can't miss it. It's got a big World War II tank in front of it.
Mm-hmm.
And how long is your box going to be there?
It will be there from Tuesday until December 12th.
December 12th.
Which is a Sunday.
So bring in your non-perishable food items there. It's for an awesome cause, and we're going to get into that right now. So this isn't just something that you decided to do. This is actually an organized, concerted effort in the state of Massachusetts to fight hunger at this time of the year. So what's the organization? Tell me about the organization.
Okay, so there's an organization called Project 351 that's based in Boston, Massachusetts. So they recruit 8th graders from every city and town in Massachusetts to learn about service and leadership and giving back to their community and building hope in the state. So I am part of Project 351. They recruited me last year when I was in 8th grade, and I'm wearing that shirt right now. And so throughout this year, we've been doing service projects at as part of Project 351. So they come up with service projects that we need in Massachusetts, and then they teach everyone that's part of Project 351 about how they can lead their own service project in their city or town.
That's awesome. Now, Project 351 is a nonprofit, right?
Yes.
So this is totally above board. They're registered in the state of Massachusetts. There's no hokiness here whatsoever. So now, currently, like we just said, you're doing a food drive. Now, okay, somebody brings in non-perishables and they put it into your box. Where is that going?
That is going to Lorraine's Soup Kitchen and Pantry in Chicopee, Mass.
Okay, so all of this stuff is going to Lorraine's.
Yes.
So it's staying local. It's going to be helping out our local communities. Awesome. Now, I know you've been involved in so much more with Project 31 than just a food drive. I mean, that's kind of, if you think about it, that's kind of simple. You put a box there, you put a little flyer on it, and that's pretty much all there is to it, other than going and collecting it every so often. But you've gotten involved with so many more, much more comprehensive projects with Project 351 to help the communities. Now, I know you recently, you did a walk. What was that all about? Because, I mean, you had COVID restrictions and everything with that.
Yeah, so that was definitely an interesting service project to do. So we did a hope and gratitude walk for Project 351, but because of COVID, like you said, it had to be virtual. So we each walked 3.51 miles where we live and wrote to Project 351 about it, and we dedicated our walk to someone that we're grateful for.
Nice. Now, the other two events that you recently were involved in, for me, near and dear. You did a clothing drive for children in Mass. How did that go?
That actually went really well. That was my first service project with Project 351.
Okay.
And I partnered with my middle school for that one. It was like my middle school, elementary school, and preschool. And I put bins at my house and at my school and encouraged many people to donate clothes. And all the clothes that I got, I sorted through them and sent them to Project 351, who then brought them out to Cradles to Crayons, which is another nonprofit in the United States that creates care packages for homeless to near homeless children in well, specifically in Massachusetts for our drive, but in the whole country.
Okay.
So they created care packages with the clothes that we collected and sent them out.
So when you did the clothing drive, you said you had a box at your own home. How many of your brother's outfits did you put into that box? Did you raid his closet? I mean, come on.
I tried, and I got some things, but we had just done our spring cleaning, so we didn't have a lot left in our own home.
All right, so you did another event. I said you did two that were near and dear for me.
Yeah.
The other one you did was on 9/11. Tell me about that.
That was my favorite service project that we've done so far. So Project 351 chose about 100 students that they're working with to go out to Boston on 9/11, 2021 to help create blankets and care packages for veterans and deployed soldiers from Massachusetts.
That's just incredible.
Yeah, so we were there for the whole day in Boston and got to work together, and it was a lot of fun.
You must have been so proud when you were doing that.
Yeah, it was really nice to look at the end and see like piles of all the blankets and care packages that we made.
That is cool. So now, Project 351, like you said, they start working with students at an early age. So do you have like a title when you first come into this organization? What's that all about?
Yeah, so when I was in 8th grade, it was January, and my school recruited me, and I became a 2021 ambassador for Project 351.
Where do you go now?
And now, next January, well, this coming January, I'll become a 2021 alumni, and they're going to take in a new group of 8th graders, and they will be the 2022 ambassadors.
So you get to train the new kids coming in and share what you've learned.
Yep, and I get to do service with them.
Which kind of goes back to the primary goal here of teaching leadership and experience and allowing you to share that and see both sides of that coin, the learning and the teaching, which is really cool.
Yeah, it's really interesting, and I'm so glad that we all have the opportunity to to do service like this because I've always wanted to be part of some kind of service thing, but I never really knew how I could make such a nice difference.
Well, I think you definitely, with what you've told me about the programs, you've definitely made a difference. I'm very proud of you. So with that in mind, I would want to see everybody head out to the tank, Feeding Hills. Let's make this non-perishable food drive a huge success and drive this home for our local people. And we will keep in touch with you. And as you have more events coming up in 2022, we'll see what we can do about having other interviews and putting you on the air and letting people know just where you're going to be and what you're going to be doing and hoping to accomplish. And I think that's just the way to go with this. And worthwhile cause across the board. And as anybody knows, me personally, two things that I get involved with. If it's a charity, it has to be about either kids or veterans. This one here covers both of those boxes. So, pardon my pun. So we're going to jump onto that. And I'm going to return you back to the show now. So Evelyn, I want to thank you for coming in. And you did an awesome job at the interview. I know you were a little nervous, but you did an awesome job. And I want to thank Noah, your brother, my grandson, who's on the other side of the camera, who's filming this. And hopefully he got it right and didn't mess it up. But who knows? You know, we'll have to wait and see. So I'm going to return you back to the show. Thank you so much. Bobby G and Company right here at WSKB 89.
So we're almost... All right, 7:43 in the a.m. That was my granddaughter Evelyn doing an explanation of her food drive that she's doing there. And so that box is still over at the tank. If you have anything you'd like to donate, please go over there and feel free. The American Legion, right on Springfield Street. That's actually considered Feeding Hills. But yeah, stop in there and see it and do it up. 7:43 again in the a.m. I asked Hope this week, gee, you know, and this is always, and you do the same thing. When I ask you for a song, you have to really contemplate, and it takes hours to come up with something. Hope does the same thing.
I had a musical advisor.
You guys, yeah, you were a buster.
Usually I just pull something out of my brain.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's it for me too.
No, it has
I just
to be like
okay, yeah, that sounds good.
Thoughtful,
but there's a lot of thought that you maybe it's a woman thing. You guys, your mothers,
we're thoughtful,
and well, you know, Angie, it's tough. All right, so listen. So let's do Hope's Catch of the Day. Oh, the week, rather. All right. Now we come to the point in the show that my wife loves to call Hope's Catch of the Week. And, you know, I'll tell you, it's a good thing we have access to Sky One on the weekends and, you know, even during the week. You know, it's the only way we're going to get to these tropical locations and back. Get that turbo boost button going. So, what did you pick for a song for this week?
I chose I Love Rock and Roll by Joan Jett.
Okay, an 80s classic. What was the rationale with that one?
Because I love rock and roll.
I see. So it's all in the title, you know.
Got it.
All right. Okay. So, while we're here having margaritas and toes in the sand and everything, you guys could listen to this awesome tune from the 80s. We're throwing at you Miss Joan Jett. I love rock and roll, baby. Yeah, you are listening to the Bobby G and Company show right here on WSKB 89.5. Take it away, Joan.
I knew he must have been about 17. He was going strong, playing my favorite song. And I could tell it wouldn't be long that he was with me, yeah, me. And I could tell it wouldn't be long that he was with me, yeah, me. Singing, I love rock and roll. It's a good enough time in the jukebox, baby. Smile
All right, Joan Jett.
By the way, do the ladies need to get back to class?
Oh, I don't know if they do or not.
They're interning.
Or do you guys, what time do you guys start class again?
Well, they're in class now, but do they have assignments to do? They don't. I don't want to get them in trouble with their teachers. Because I have to hear from them later on.
Yeah, she's saying she's got permission. So we actually have 2 students from the school, from the Tech Academy here joining with us. And one of them is heading out. Well, you have a great day. I'll talk to you soon. All right. So listen, my Amy's father's terrible dad joke of the week is a little lengthy. So I'm going to start it right now, and then we'll continue in with the promo things. All right, those special effects, the high volume. I'm telling you, we got a great budget.
Brought to you by the Dollar Store.
There we go. So Amy's father's terrible dad joke of the week. You know, okay, you got to work with me on this one. This is a story, and you're going to have to really work.
Okay.
An older lady gets pulled over for speeding. She asks the officer, "Is there a problem?" The officer replies, "You were speeding." "Oh, I see," she says. The officer then asks for her license, to which she says that she would give it, but that she doesn't have one. Excuse me. The officer looks at her and says, "You don't have one?" Got to flip my page here. The woman then states that she lost it 4 years ago for drunk driving. To that, the officer says, "I see. Can I see the vehicle registration papers, please?" The woman says, I can't do that." "Why not?" asks the officer. The woman says, "Because I stole this car." The officer looks at her and repeats, "You stole this car?" "Yes," says the woman, "and I killed and hacked up the owner." "You what?" replied the officer. The woman then states, "His body parts are in plastic bags in a trunk if you want to see." The officer looks at the woman and slowly backs away to his car and calls for backup. Within 5 minutes, police cars circle the woman's car, and a senior officer slowly approaches the car, clasping his half-drawn gun. The second officer says, "Ma'am, could you step out of your vehicle, please?" And a woman steps out of her car. The woman asks the new officer, "Is there a problem, sir?" The second officer says, "One of my officers told me that you have stolen his car and murdered the owner." "Murdered the owner?" says the woman. "Yes, could you please open a trunk of your car, please?" the second officer asks. The woman opens the trunk, revealing nothing but an empty truck. The second officer then asks, "Is this your car, ma'am?" She says, "Yes, here are the papers." The officer is quite stunned and says, "One of my officers claims that you don't have a driver's license." The woman digs into her handbag and pulls out a clutch purse and hands it to the officer. The officer examines the license and looks quite puzzled. The second officer says, "Thank you, ma'am. One of my officers told me that you didn't have a license, that you stole this car, and that you murdered and hacked up the owner." The woman looked at him and said, "Bet the liar told you I was speeding, too." Come on, that was funny. It was long and it was drawn out.
That was good.
That was a good one. You don't mess with old people.
That wasn't as terrible of a bad joke.
No, that was a funny one. So we only have a few minutes.
All right,
and Notlin, you wanted to talk about you had an event coming up with trapeze and baskets. And
I got a couple events. Yeah.
All right, swinging trapeze and spinning baskets.
Yeah, Results in Wellness is a holistic healing center that's next to Planet Fitness over by Walmart.
Okay, sorry to cut you off, but we ran out of time here.
Anyways, listen, Friday night from 4 to 7, they're having a holiday extravaganza, which is going to allow everybody to come in to see the different modalities that they have. The woman who owns Results in Wellness also owns Rehab Breast Solutions, which is where I've actually been going for physical therapy for my knee.
Okay.
So that's kind of how I've gotten introduced to this. But they also have other modalities that they offer at Results in Wellness, because as you know, health insurance only covers so much, and the Medicare, there's actually a law or whatever it is that says if you're trying to do something to better yourself or prolong life, that your insurance isn't going to cover that. Do you know that? Isn't that interesting? So if you want to join a gym,
well, they don't want you to live longer.
No, of course not.
They have to pay for more.
So at Results in Wellness, they offer obviously like massage therapy. They have chiropractic. They have psychotherapy. There's talk therapy. They have yoga. They have
let's get into this
boxing.
trapeze thing. That's and then I want to talk about the baskets too.
And they're gonna have a lot of demonstrations, so you can actually
good.
watch people on the trapeze.
I get to
yoga.
try the basket.
Yes, you can try that out.
Oh,
and
okay.
they're gonna have some Reiki sessions. There'll be some massage therapy. They have a lot of like holistic, just nutritional supplements and things there.
Okay.
I actually go. They have a infrared booth, which is really good for inflammation. And with my knee right now, I have an ailment that it keeps swelling. So I sit in this infrared booth, which heats up to about 170 degrees.
Yeah.
And it's like almost better than a heating.
Okay.
Pad on it. So there's the infrared booth. There's some salt booths, which is really good for also inflammation, but it's really good for respiratory.
I was gonna say that's good for respiratory.
Very good
as well.
for respiratory. So Friday from 4 to 7, there's going to be it's a fundraiser for the Westfield Food Pantry. So the proceeds are going there. There's going to be raffle baskets there. We have a lot of people who have donated gift certificates and baskets, and any tickets you buy for the raffles go directly to the Westfield Food Pantry. We have there's a food truck. It's the North Elm Butcher Shop here in Westfield. They're going to have their food truck there. So they're going to be selling, macaroni and cheese, burgers, dogs, pulled pork sandwiches, chicken, stuff like that.
But it won't be any real meat, so that the vegans can still be a part of this.
Yeah, probably. Yeah,
The woke individuals.
you
yes.
something.
Okay.
The beer guys are going to be there.
Beer guys.
The beer guys are going to
that'll
be
make 'em
there. They're
happy.
going to have a nice alcohol truck out there because, we want to take care of body, mind, and spirit. So we got
I
to serve
see.
some spirit.
I see.
There's also going to be 6 different holistic vendors, which if you've been down to the Brass Rail in Southwick over the summer, you've seen the farmers markets that they've had there.
Okay.
So a lot of the vendors who are there will be at this event, including myself, who, I've authored a few books. So I'll be there with my 3 books that I have published at the time. At this moment, I have another one coming.
But do you really expect that you're going to have people coming over to you for that? I mean, let's just look at this. This is definitely tree-hugging hippie, Subaru driving stuff. The parking lot's going to be filled with Outbacks. And they aren't going to come to you and ask you to buy a book made of the tree that they just were hugging 2 months ago.
No, that's okay. Yeah,
that ain't going to happen.
No, they're going to do that.
All right, there's still.
But I'm also doing a little pop-up shop for the Agwin Flower Shop because as you know.
Are you still doing that? What's up with that?
I closed the storefront in January. I tried to fulfill the orders that I had through Mother's Day, and then I just shut down.
Yeah, because I knew you were doing it out of your house for a little while.
Yeah, I tried. Yeah, I did a small studio. This summer I had to have some surgery. I ended up with a knee issue I'm still ongoing. So
Okay.
I haven't picked it back up again. So this Friday night will be the first time that I actually am doing anything florally related. So I am making a few small arrangements, that will be available for purchase.
Okay.
I'll have some poinsettias there, some loose flowers. So, any of my customers who, miss coming in to visit me at the Agwin Flower Shop can
I miss the drinking. Every time I go in here and buy
Listen, come
petunias,
over.
I'd be getting,
Well, Friday night, 4 to 7, come over. You can get a beer from the beer guys, and we can just stand around and, just talk like we used to do at the flower shop. Because I miss my customers, and we had some good times.
So you got the knee injury. This is from that infamous and tragic stripper pole fall.
Yes, I
that you
fell.
did,
Yeah,
and you landed on that knee.
Landed on the knee.
Mardi Gras hasn't been the same since. I'm just saying.
I know. I know. Yeah. I ended up with what they call a baker's cyst.
Yeah.
And it burst in my legs.
Yeah.
So it was pretty painful, and it had me on the couch with my legs in the air for about 5
I'm not
weeks.
going there. I'm not touching it. The only thing that I've got with Baker's, I'm told I got a baker's belly.
Baker's belly?
Yep.
Yeah, I had a baker's knee.
I had, they used to call me stud muffin. I said, no, it's more like stud loaf. But, hey, it's all good. So, listen, all right, so you got your event here in Westfield.
Yep.
Where is that now? What's the address?
Results in Wellness. It's on 93 Springfield Road in Westfield next to Planet Fitness.
Okay.
Okay, and Sunday night, if you're around, you want to have dinner over at the Munich House in Chicopee.
You're buying.
I'll be there. I'm not buying. I will be
Oh.
there. I'll be more than happy to sit and dine with you. But my daughter, Molly, who's been on the show a few times,
Yes.
she will be singing some Christmas carols.
She's 12
with
going
me.
to 24.
Yes.
That's Molly.
She'll be entertaining with Dan Kane and a few other girls who will be singing solos and doing some Christmas music. So just, nice, get you in the mood for Christmas. And
She could be singing Dominic the Donkey.
I don't think she'll be
because I do have standards.
I don't think she'll be singing Dominic.
She has to add that to her.
No. But I will say also that the West Springfield, if anyone's looking for community or a free meal, they are having a free breakfast this coming Saturday from 9 to 10 over at the 20 Lathrop Street, which is the church next to the senior center.
Okay.
And it's welcome. Everyone is invited. It's free breakfast. The Lions Club is sponsoring it. We also have free seasonal clothing there. And
Oh, nice.
The following Sunday, we'll be having a Christmas dinner from 12 to 2, and Molly will also be singing there. But more importantly, Santa will be there, and there are stockings and gifts for children. So feel free to come over and have a nice Christmas meal and, just be part of the community, and it's all free.
Damn, you talk a lot.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
So we got it's only a 2-hour format. I gotta keep Angie in the line here. Yeah, we are all done for today. So Angela, I do want to thank you for coming in, taking the abuse, and being not Lynn for the day.
Yeah, I appreciate being not Lynn, but I don't appreciate being Angie.
Well, Angie's just a stage name.
Listen,
for you.
Grandpa.
All right, Tiger Talk is ready to go.
Tiger Talk is ready. So listen, our show is at an end. You've been tuned into the Bobby G and Company show. Have a safe week. I want to see you back here again next week. And, hey, just be safe out there. Enjoy the weather and all that good stuff. So with that in mind, God bless. We're going to leave you with our final song. Cool little tune here to leave the show with. Soft Cell with Tainted Love. You've been listening to Bobby G. Tiger Talk on deck. Woohoo!
Have a great weekend.
Sometimes I feel I've got to run away. I've got to get away from the pain you drive into the heart of me. The love we share seems to go nowhere, and I've lost my light. For I toss and turn, I can't sleep at night. Once I ran to you, now I run from you. This tainted love you've given, I give you all a boy could give you. Take my tears and that's not nearly all. Tainted love, tainted love. Now I know I've got to run away. I've got to get away. You don't really want any more from me to make things right. You need someone to hold you tight, and you think love is to pray. But I'm sorry, I don't pray that way. Once I ran to you, now I run from you. This tainted love you've given, I give you all a boy could give you. Take my tears and that's not nearly all. Tainted love, tainted love. Don't touch me, please. I cannot stand the way you tease. I love you though you hurt me so. Now I'm gonna pack my things and go. Tainted love, tainted love, tainted love, tainted love. Touch me, baby, tainted love. Touch me, baby, tainted love. Where did our love go? Oh, don't you leave me. Don't you leave me no more. I've got this burning, yearning feeling inside me. Ooh, deep inside me. And it hurts so bad. You came into my life so tenderly with the burning love that stings like a bee. And now that I'm surrounded so helplessly, you know I believe you wanna leave me. Oh, baby, baby, where did our love go? Oh, don't you leave me. don't you leave me no more. Oh, baby, baby, where did our love go? Oh, don't you leave me, don't you leave me no more. You came into my life so tenderly.
Support for the community programming of WSKB